So what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to our next episode of the MotoGP 19 modded career mode, and we're going to be heading out, if you take a look at the calendar, to the Thai Grand Prix, the brand new circuit which came out in MotoGP 18, the 2018 season, saw the riders head out to Thailand, and what a track it is. Pretty fun track, a couple of big long straights, so slipstream is very powerful, top end speed on these bikes, important round here. If we remind ourselves then of the standings, you can see we're in P4, only 11 points ahead of Valentino Rossi, but we did recently move to Suzuki, so maybe we'll be able to close in on Marc Marquez on our more competitive bike, but we'll have to wait and see. So we've got a little bit of bike development that we could do. Being that we're heading out to a top end speed track, I'm going to go and increase the power on this bike, so it should help us out a little bit. And so let's get straight into the Thai Grand Prix. Here we go then, take a look at our pole position man, Marc Marquez. What are we going to be able to do coming from the back of the grid? It's Marquez followed by Dovizioso, followed by Vinales. So no Valentino on the front row. Lorenzo is back in 7th place, so he'll be looking for a better start to this race. So here we go then, Marc Marquez. What's he going to be able to do? He needs to try and recover in this championship. He's in P3, he doesn't want to be there, he wants to be leading, but Dovizioso is absolutely dominating, but let's see then what we are able to do here, coming from the back of the grid at the Thai Grand Prix. It's been a little while since we've raced here at Thailand, but coming into turn number 1 then nice and clean, making our way up into P17 already, so making some good progress early on in this Grand Prix. Picking up some slipstream then, coming down into the end of this straight. Got to be very careful on the brakes. Look at the rear stepping out on us there. And my god, what happened to Banaya? Where was he going? Banaya was going crazy. He picked up a bit of a bump or something on the track and it sent him off flying. So we tucked in behind our teammate now, Alex Rins. Up the inside at turn 4. Just about keep it ahead of our teammate. He does shove it up our rear tyre though. Don't know why he does that. But Andrea Iannone, he's next on the list to try and get past. We've got 6 laps here at Thailand. They're quite short laps if I remember, just under 2 minutes. So well, I suppose they're not the shortest of tracks. I mean, if you look at Austria or somewhere like that, they're a very short track there. Try and tuck it up the inside of Banaya, maybe. They're able to work out a little bit over the curb and on the brakes then in the final corner. Can we get underneath Zarco and Crutchlow? We run a little bit deep, pick it up, and our teammates back through, and so is Jorge Lorenzo. Marquez then leading this Grand Prix from Dovizioso. He sets fastest lap of the race. We're up the inside of those two again at turn 1, out very wide in terms of the track without picking up a wheelie from the bump there, the curb. But Mia somehow much quicker in the top end speed, so maybe he's set the bike up slightly different, or just the slipstream and making the difference there. But we're back ahead of our teammate up into P7 then, so Cal Crutchlow is now going side by side with Johan Zarco. This could end in tears if they're not careful. Very late on the brakes into turn 4, missed the apex a little bit, but we get away with it. Can't make anything up the inside there at turn 5, but maybe at turn 6 we can make it work. No, back out of that one. We'll just wait for that little section where the AI go out really wide and they correct their line and lose so much speed. They just scrub off so much speed and lose out a lot. But anyway, we'll just tuck in behind Zarco and just see where we can get past. We're a little bit wide at turn 9. I'm suffering a little bit of lag, I think, from this game. I've upped my resolution. So maybe that's why, but Zarco and Crutchlow scrub off a whole load of speed there as we come on the brakes into the final corner. Crutchlow trying it back at us. He clips our rear tyre and sends us around the corner. He actually helped us out, but that could have ended up with us on the floor. But Marquez now back-to-back fastest laps for the Spanish rider, and he's pulling away at the front a little bit, but we're up into P5 and we're onto the back of the 2 Yamahas, then Dovizioso, and then the big gap up to Marquez. He's on a charge lately. The past 3 races I've played on this game, Marquez has ran off with the victory, and it looks like he's doing it here today. So I'm not sure what has happened to this game, but it seems to like Marc Marquez at the minute. But we picked the bike up in P5 with the highest Suzuki, and we've got a couple of bikes back to our teammates. So we're representing Suzuki here at Thailand. Into turn 4, a little bit wide as we carry a little bit too much speed, but here we go. Giving a bit of a nudge to both Yamaha riders, letting them know we're there. But I think they're being held up a little bit, a little bit, by Dovizioso as we get underneath of both of them there. That was crazy. How did we manage that? Next up, Dovizioso. I'm going to pause it for a screenshot though before I do that. Right then, so as we unpause it, Dovizioso holds on to P2, but we've got plenty of time in this Grand Prix. I doubt we'll be able to catch up to Mark. Oh my god, as I say that, Vinales comes through, but Dovizioso does that weird thing. So we hold on then. Dovizioso comes back at the exit at the final corner. The AI are really strong out of that corner, and we lose out then. Drop down to P3. So we're going to have to be a bit more tactical with Dovizioso, I think, to try and make our way past. But look at this, the Suzuki with the slipstream is able to challenge the Ducati, but as soon as we took out of the slipstream, the Duke is just pulling away, and late as we can on the brakes. We're on the outside, but we outbrake him. Whoa, Dovizioso smashes into the side of us. What is he doing? What is wrong with this guy? Dovi using that Ducati power. Can we do something heading into turn 5? Not quite. We're on a bit of a different line. We took back and tried to block past, but doesn't work out. We're on the curbs. Valentino's back through, and Vinales is trying it again at the outside of turn 7. Not able to hold on the Doctors through, and we've ran terribly wide at turn number 8. Get us back on the track. And this time Vinales is up through at turn 9 as well. So we lose out 2 positions in that sector. But here we go, through here. Might do a little bit better. Get back past Vinales, get back past Rossi. And we're going to be able to tuck in behind Dovizioso. Final corner, run deep again. Get back on track. Oh, Rossi keeps it ahead. But Vinales, he's still behind us. But the straight line speed of the Suzuki's lacking. But when we're in the slipstream, it's pretty quick in a straight line. But outside of it, it's awfully slow. But Valentino now trying to get past Dovi. We had a go, weren't able to do it, and now the Doctor seems to think he might be able to do it. So they're still going side by side, the 2 Italians, neck and neck as they come into turn number 4. I've got Vinales to worry about, but very late on the brakes if we can, just about keep it within track limits. And now heading down the gearbox into turn number 5 to the bottom end of gear number 2. And the Yamaha rider, Valentino Rossi, is through on the Ducati of Dovizioso. We're giving him a nudge through there. Giving him a nudge, and he's giving us a nudge through turn number 9. And the corner just goes away from us. Struggle with a bit of understeer, and oh, come on, the bike. Just not handling too well through there. Back through past Dovizioso, and we're going to be heading onto the final lap now. Dovi's back through. That's why the AI is so quick. They cut the corner massively at the final corner. That's ridiculous. So anyway, we're back into the podium positions, and this is the final lap to try and do anything. We run wide at turn number 1. Use the pit lane to get back onto the track a little bit over the grass, which scrubs off a little bit of speed. But the Ducati's coming at us hot, and it's going to have to do something to defend on the brakes, I think. Pick up the bike, and we're on to the back of Valentino now. If we want to get past him, we're going to have to do something pretty quick on this lap. Got to watch out for him at the final corner because the AI cut the corner. So track limits don't seem to matter to them. For saying that, the track limits matter to anyone. Can't make it. Oh, the rear. Look at the rear. We just about hold on to bite them. Come on. We're struggling with the grip here on this Suzuki. We could be on for a second place. But Valentino is holding on well. Here we go then. This might be our opportunity through here. See, he scrubs off a whole load of speed, but we're going to have to watch out for him into the final corner. I'm going to keep it on the inside tactically. Oh, he's such a shit, man. Valentino cuts the corner, no shit's given, and he takes second place from us. Ah, it's frustrating, but anyway, it is what it is. We get P3, another podium for us, so that's not too bad. I'll take that. Good for us in our championship. If we take a look, you can see, look at that. We were 3.5 seconds off of Marquez. He absolutely dominated today. Take a look at the standings then. Marquez is 95 points off of Dovi. Dovi has charged away, and he'll be taking the championship in a few races' time. In fact, he might already have it. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but we are still in P4. Valentino closes us down a little bit in the championship because he cut the corner at the final corner. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button, share it around your friends, and do not forget to subscribe for more F1 and MotoGP gaming content. So we will see you in the next one.